Hi, welcome everyone. This is Sarah Brace, Executive Coordinator of the Pacific States British Columbia Oil Spill Task Force. And you are here attending the Task Force's 2020 annual meeting. I am speaking to you today from the Indigenous lands of the Duwamish tribe and respectfully honor the people, history, and presence in the city of Seattle where I work and live. This year, due to COVID, we're fully virtual. There are pros and cons, of course. The cons being we can't all be together and sharing space and lunch and visits together during the course of our day. I see a note that the music is still on, so I'll ask Caleb quickly to turn off the music. Thank you.
We're good there, Sarah.
So the big pro is the number of people and participants who can join us. This year we have 285 folks registered. And at this point, I would love to invite Caleb to pop up a poll we have just to find out where some of you are joining from and if you've attended an annual meeting before. Please scroll down to the second question on the screen that you see in front of you. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the results here. If you're joining us from a location that's not listed, please pop it in the chat and I'll take a quick peek. Excellent. I'm taking a scan here. I see a lot from Washington, but folks across all the task force jurisdictions, which is great. Lots of first timers. Almost 50%. That's really interesting. Some folks from DC, Houston, Texas. Wow, that's great. Wonder if anyone's here from the East Coast. If you are, in addition to DC, type in your location. Port Ludlow, DC. Awesome. Caleb, why don't you go ahead and just publish the results and we'll just see where we turned out. Okay. Interesting. Some folks have been to this event multiple times, and for many, it's the first time. That's great. And lots of distribution across the West Coast here. Wow, that's really exciting. Today I'm going to walk through our agenda today, which is in the chat. It'll be posted in there if you don't have it already, a link to our agenda for today. The theme is to focus on adjusting to a new normal in the time of COVID-19. And our goal is really to engage our stakeholders and our audience and public to share and explore lessons learned during the COVID-19 pandemic. Our objectives are to share visions of the current world of prevention, preparedness, response in a virtual platform. And through this process, build relationships among participants and document stories and lessons learned. So that's kind of our big picture goal for today. Following my brief introduction here, we'll dive right into the jurisdictional updates, which is the opportunity for our task force members to share out what's going on in their jurisdictions and the work they're doing. We'll go on to an update from the executive coordinator team, myself and Hillary Wilkinson, to talk about our current work. And then we'll spend the afternoon diving in more to some of the COVID-19 issues. We'll look at the kind of challenges of working in COVID-19 from an operational perspective, as well as lessons learned from drills and exercises and response. So I'm really looking forward to today, and I hope you'll stay with us throughout the day. A few kind of housekeeping items. First, I'd like to introduce our Zoom team. We have this awesome crew from Western Washington University's Conference and Services, Chelsea Bodemer and Kyle Klein. Please hop on and just give a wave if you wouldn't mind. So there's a face to the name. These guys are behind the scenes performing magic. I just described them as sort of flying a 747 for us as we sit in the front and have drinks and conversation. So they're doing a great job. If you have any issues, I'll show you how to direct to them. So your video and mic will remain off throughout the day today. On your panel down below on your screen, or maybe it's up high on your screen, you should see a whole bunch of controls. There's the mute, the video, the participants list. There's a chat and Q&A. Those are two little bubbles that will be your best friends today. So if you have any questions about Zoom, about how to manage logistics of this setup, feel free to fire in questions to Caleb and Chelsea. If you also have reports to share, information to share, ideas around suggestions that we may pose, please pop them in the chat. The Q&A, we're really holding for more of the true Q&A following the presentations today. So if you have questions for the actual presenters on the topics being presented, please try to lean to the Q&A, and anything else you want to share to the group, go to the chat. Yeah, and we will be monitoring the chat all throughout the day, as I mentioned. And then finally, do take breaks. We've scheduled one major break during the middle of the day from about 12:15 to 1 for lunch. Otherwise, feel free to kind of make yourself comfortable throughout the morning and afternoon. Take care of yourself, get up and stretch, walk around a little, walk around your desk, get water, take your bio breaks. Please make sure you're taking care of yourself and not getting too drained by this whole experience of the virtual platform, which is hard on us physically. So that's just an encouragement to keep yourself comfortable. And then lastly, do be patient with us. We do know these virtual experiences can have their perks and bubbles and challenges, and so they will happen probably throughout our day, if just kind of the way these things are. But we have this excellent team here to support us, and during transitions in particular between presenters, there may be pauses while we're checking mics and checking equipment. And there's a great time to take a stretch or to grab a drink of water. So hang in there, be patient. You'll probably hear a little chatter in the background, but we'll be kind of communicating to you as we go out through the day what's going on. So with that, I am going to now move to our first session of the day, which is